Democratic engagement in an international context is a multidisciplinary module aiming for a different approach to teaching, assessment, and empowering students with their learning. The module is essentially in two parts. One, we engage students democratically by promoting values, practices, and participation in their learning. We aim to develop the students' collaborative leadership skills by empowering them to work collectively and creatively from universities and organizations around the world. In part two, we focus on one country, such as Vietnam, Turkey, and Thailand. The choice of the country may vary from year to year, depending on the political and environmental conditions. However, the attention will be on exploring countries and encouraging students to make meaningful comparison vis-a-vis their cultural settings. Series of workshops will introduce students to the country and the discipline that they study, including history, politics, international development, sociology, criminology, psychology, business studies, economics, and modern languages. Apart from providing pre-recorded lecture, academics also support and supervise the students' coursework. The module will culminate with a field trip visit by the students to one of our partner institutions to complete their research. This allows students to apply the concept and theories that they are learning in the classroom to real-world situation. It also exposes them to different perspectives, way of thinking, and opportunities to network with professionals in the field of study. The following extracts to this video are students' reflection on the module. Finally, please don't hesitate to contact me should you need further information.
Talk to you a little bit about the process of how my experience was. At the beginning, we had the opportunity to have lectures where we learned about the history, the economy, about Ho Chi Minh and the French colonization, and all this was a preparation for us to go to the trip. We also wrote about our perception in Vietnam and what we were interested about. Once that we got there, we were welcomed by other students that made the experience so unique because they really showed us the city. They were sharing with us some stories about their country and about how they were feeling about their past and the history. We also visit different places like Ho Chi Minh Mausoleum. We visit the Temple of Literature. We visit the United Nations, where we were taught about climate change and about the things that they were planning to do in Vietnam. And we also we had the opportunity to go to the anniversary of Hanoi University. And it was just really nice because I really enjoyed. And we also had the opportunity to participate in lectures. And this was very, very important for me because we had the opportunity to talk with other students about the topics that we were interested in. And because we were from different courses, different countries, different background, it made everything very special. I had the opportunity to learn about human trafficking and child abuse and what are the highest crimes in Vietnam, and then that helped me to prepare to write my essay of what I was interested about it, and I might take it to my dissertation.
Opportunity within this course to take everything that you learned and develop it beyond more levels that we normally get offered at university. We started out having to write about our specific perceptions, which obviously we didn't really know much about the country. And then at the end of this course, we had to write about our perceptions again, how they had changed whilst we were in Vietnam, which made it very full circle. And that was the beauty of this course, was everything encapsulated each other. Like every single week of content we learned about layered on itself to the point where when we got to Vietnam, we weren't just foreigners on some ground that wasn't ours. We were educated individuals who could understand the world around them, and having the opportunity to get to be immersed in that culture that you had been spending months learning about is something that is hard to come by. And I feel very fortunate to have gotten that opportunity. and to be able to study alongside other Vietnamese students and talk to them and have them share their world with us was incomparable to anything we could learn in a classroom. And that's what it was a way to expand the classroom and your learning experience.
What a memorable and fun experience it was. My first trip abroad on my own, and for it to be Vietnam, it was just amazing. I've learnt so much about the culture, visiting many monumental places, seeing the prison and how hard it was for them back in the days of the war, and it kind of makes you think how much they had to go through and suffer in order to gain that independence for their country. It puts perspective. As well as that, visiting the mausoleum and seeing how they cherish their leader with love and admiration. Through that, you see how cultures differ in each country, and it's just great to learn about it because it broadens your knowledge and perspective towards places.
I found that it brings more benefits than just a visit. And why am I saying that? So most of the time I found that not only the student from the Westminster, they are just learning from the Vietnamese, the helpers, the student helpers, or learning the Vietnamese culture, but also myself and the other student helpers, we are also learning from the students through the stories that they tell, through their activities they attend. I got myself into some games that they made up, or it's more like a two-way benefits. We exchange knowledge from cultures to cultures, and